Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth. Welcome back to my channel. So today's Halloween tutorial is inspired by Grace Kelly. This is more of an inspiration than an exact recreation. The dress is extremely similar to some that she has worn in photographs I've seen, however the color isn't identical, but I'm okay with that. If you're someone who's very, very particular about that, I would suggest checking for a shade that you know she's worn before. I'm alright as long as it's recognizable and inspired by, not exactly recreating. Obviously I don't look like a doppelganger to Grace Kelly. We have some similarities, but for one thing, she's got blue eyes and I've got brown, so there's obviously some differences. I was just going for the spirit of the costume rather than the identical details to the letters. Some people are okay with that, some people aren't. However, I try to stay very historically accurate in the theme of the dress, the makeup, the hair, what she was wearing. I did a lot of research on, and I'm actually really pleased with the way the makeup turned out. It's very similar to, I believe, her engagement photos with Prince Rainier. And it's very similar hair, double-stranded pearls, very simple makeup with a corally lip. I think this is a perfect Halloween costume for if you have a party to go to, but it's not one where, you know, a sexy costume is necessarily appropriate. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you lots, guys. Bye.
I began by washing and conditioning my hair and letting it air dry since I don't really like to use heat on my hair too much. And then I just went through with a de-frizzing cream. Any de-frizzing cream would do. The one I used was by Sunsilk. After I'd combed that through the Tangle Teezer, I just split my ponytail, which was a fairly high ponytail, into two, twirled it around, and pinned the first twirl into place. The photo I was working off of, her hair was very coily. It wasn't a true ballerina bun, if that makes sense. And then I just pulled it out to make the bun a little bit more voluminous. You can see the finished look there. It's a really simple hairstyle. It probably takes, all told, not the drying part, the actual putting it together part, maybe 3 minutes. And then I just hit it with some hairspray in the back to help hold it. And then this is an old trick. Take a clean toothbrush and some hairspray and comb through to get any of those wispies. I have naturally curly hair, so I have a lot of them. This just helps make the look more polished and pulled together. Then I began by moisturizing my skin, my lips, and underneath my eyes. This will help your foundation or concealer go on much more smoothly. Same for the lipstick. And I used my Boots face lotion products and my Body Shop lip balm. And then I took my face lotion and my concealer to make a customizable foundation, since I don't actually own a foundation or usually even wear one, but because her photos, her skin looks flawless in them, I wanted my skin to look flawless as well. And this was an era of full coverage foundation, from my understanding, for the films and movies and photography, so definitely not a time to skimp. Then I took my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I just applied that to my eyelids and underneath my eyes as well to help my concealer and eyeshadow last longer. And I took my concealer and went over any blemishes and my dark circles. Full list of products will be listed down below, as always, guys, if you don't catch something I'm using. Then I went in with a matte cream color and a matte kind of cool tone brown. These are shades almost every company makes. I just want to use all matte products. And then I took a flat shader brush with the matte cream color all across my lid. And I also used that matte cream color as my brow bone highlight. Then that mid-toned cool gray brown I took through my socket to add some definition. And I'm just buffing that in with a crease brush in rainbow shaped motions. Then I went in with a matte chocolate brown eyeshadow. This one is again by Too Faced, and I used that as an eyeliner on a detail brush. I like using this instead of a liquid or pencil eyeliner because I think it's a little bit softer and looks more like what she was wearing in the photographs. Obviously you could use a pencil if you're more comfortable with that. I think this is just a good alternative, and especially if you have an eyeshadow palette that already has a matte chocolate brown, you are golden. I then curled my eyelashes since I was not going to wear falsies, and applied a light to medium layer of CoverGirl Clump Crusher. I wanted a natural mascara that gave some definition and a little bit of length and volume, but nothing that looked too modern or cheap, if that makes sense. Then I actually took a eyeliner pencil, as I always do, to fill my brows, since I have yet to actually buy a brow product, since I never do anything with my brows except for tutorials. But for a look like this, the brows were definitely in play. So filling your brows, obviously you don't have to use an eyeliner. that works. I just filled them in and tried to shape them slightly more the way her brows were shaped. And then I just brush through them. Since this is an eyeliner, not a brow product, it's a little bit creamier, and I like to make sure to distribute the product. Then I took a matte, kind of rosy brown blush. This one's a sample size from Lacome, but it's perfect color. It's very, very subtle, but it really works for a look like this. It's matte, doesn't have any shimmer, and is very natural. But it does still give some color to the face. Then I went in with MAC Crosswires Lipsticks, which is a coral color. The photo I was working off of, she had glossy coral lips. And I just patted that on instead of slicking it across my lips. I didn't want it to be a super intense look. I want it to be light. Definitely have some color, but I didn't want it to look really, really stuck on my face. Then I wandered off screen, and this is a great alternative to clear lip gloss. This is just Lip Medex. It doesn't have any shimmer, it doesn't have any sparkle, but it does give some gloss and a little bit of moisturizing and protection. And if you're out on a cold, blustery October evening, actually that's kind of nice to have. And like I said, it's a great cheap alternative if you don't have a clear gloss. Then for my costume, I took a vintage Laura Ashley dress, graciously loaned to me by my mother, some Yves Saint Laurent Peau de Soie shoes that I thrifted, and some double-stranded pearls that I had. All of these things are actually vintage and antiques in the pearls case, and I thought they went really well with this look. And like I said, this is it's a great alternative to being a Disney princess if you want to be a real princess for a day. That's the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you lots, guys. Bye.